Hello?
Hello, Miss Kendra.
It's me.
Hey, Miss Kendra.
Hey, hey,
How are
you.
you?
Good. My ring light's about to leave. What's your name, love?
My name is Donell. I was here before.
You here for
I
an
think I was a
update?
highlight man.
Are you here for an update?
No, kind of, sort of, but I'm here looking for love again. The first time was a scrap. I had to throw it up, throw the whole package away. Like,
What was wrong with the first time?
it was a lot of women, but it was like a lot of older females.
Oh, and they were too old for you?
Most definitely, and it was catfishing.
Oh, they
Definitely
were
catfishing.
catfishing. What's catfishing mean? They didn't like their pictures?
Meaning they sent me pictures of them younger, and when I met them in person, they were like built totally different. Yeah,
Ooh, they sent you younger pictures. That's funny. Um,
that's messed up though.
it is myself. It's like you should be FaceTiming before you meet somebody in person.
I don't, you know what? I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android, but yeah. So
Okay. Donnell, and where you calling us from?
from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. How old are you?
I am 36 years old.
36. What you do for a living, Donnell?
I work for a fine arts company in Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Fine arts. And what's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
Aries. You have any children?
I have five. Listen, before you say something crazy, I know what you're thinking, but I have four from my ex-wife, so that's what happened. We were
What do you
together
think
for
I'm
seven and
thinking?
a half.
What do you think I'm
Like he
thinking?
got five baby mamas, and he from Brooklyn, and he black, and like I could just picture what you're thinking, the bubbles in your head. Like
I'm
it's
gonna
he might be a pookie.
okay, so four you was once married.
Yes, ma'am.
And when did you get divorced?
Maybe like a year or two after we broke up, that which was 2019.
Okay. And you have one child by somebody else.
Yes, my
Okay,
oldest
what's
child.
your
Yes.
so what is how old are your kids?
15, 8, 7, 4, 5, 3, and yeah, that's my
Wait,
other
wait,
four
wait.
kids.
So do it again.
My oldest is 15. My last four are 8, 7, 4, and 3.
Well, now this is why you got a certain type of quality of woman that reached out to you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, let me just say this because I think, and I say this all the time, we are women get dissected so much from my show. You're not a bad looking man, Donnell. So I'll give you attraction points. But there's
Thank
certain
you.
women, regardless of how attracted a man is, 5 kids, granted four by your ex-wife. I mean, these ages are young, 15, 8, 7, 4, 3. Um, that that for some women of a certain type of caliber just might be a turn off. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm not trying to bash you. Um, Donnell, Brooklyn, New York, 36, Aries, works in fine arts, 5 kids, was once married, 2 women. What kind of woman are you looking for now? Oh wait, how old are you? 36. What kind of woman are you looking for now?
Just a peaceful woman, like a woman that wants to be a helpmate. Like she's not looking to just suck me dry as far as financial wise, my energy, my love. She wants to give me equal. So if something happens and we happen to break up, we both equally gave our all.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Ah, crazy baby daddies, loud, ratchet, and twerkers. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do
Wait, what?
it.
No loud ratchet twerkers?
Nope. Don't like it.
Okay. Okay. Does she have to look a certain way?
Yeah. I take an average looking female, as long as she got a good heart and she's a good person for sure.
Okay. What about money? Does she gotta make a certain amount of money?
No. As long as she can sustain herself without me, like if we break up, she's gonna be just fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam. Okay, we see you. One of the cousins told me to ask you about your divorce. Why did you get divorced? And they want to know about the youngest child.
My daughter is 3, by the way. She, you know what it was? She is a modern female. When I met her, she was 21. I was 25. And I guess she wanted to have girl trips, go out and have fun and live her life. I get that. Cool. But don't do that at the behest of our family. You could have been saying that from the beginning. So, but 7 years is a long time. It's almost a decade. So I get it. You want to be free? Go be free. I'm not holding nobody hostage. But
That
just
was
know
your
I was
wife. Talk about
fighting.
your wife.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. We was together for 7.5 years. We have 4 kids together, and I can't hold her hostage. You want to leave? You want to go have fun? Go have girl trips and pop your booty around. Have God bless you. I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate you, but just know, like, it is what it is.
So she was always pregnant. If y'all were together for 7 years and you have 4 kids.
I know, but they were times, but in between those, that when she was pregnant, because remember, most of our kids were either 2 or 3 years apart.
Okay.
So she did have time where she was not pregnant. So she was more wholesome and more motherly, more wifely like in the beginning. But things just happen, and I can't be upset about it. It just like so much time was wasted. So I don't want to do that all over again.
Okay. And then you had a baby as soon as you got divorced.
No, we had our last baby before we got divorced in
But you
2019.
have a
So
baby
my
by
daughter's 3.
somebody else.
No, that was my firstborn. My firstborn child was born in 2008. That was like
Oh,
that's my
got you,
son.
got you, got you. I get it now. I get it now. So your
Yeah.
oldest child is by somebody else.
Yes. Yes.
Fair enough. Thank you for the explanation. Okay, we got it. All right. When was your last relationship?
Uh, 4 years ago.
4 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'm an honest man. I would say July, August.
July, August. Okay. Why? Three flaws you have to work on.
Uh, Probably stop being so shy for one, and for two, just be able to understand like everybody you want to be with don't want to be with you, and three, just just learn how to sometimes toughen up. When I'm talking to a woman like this, because some women want to see that part of you. I don't want to show that side because that's not who I am. But some women like to see, oh, he gonna be somebody for me, girl, because he's super strong. So some females do like to see the guy that's like he's strong all the time.
Okay, fair enough. And you don't want that.
No, I'm human. I have points of weakness, so of course not.
Absolutely, I get it. What is the age range you would date, Donnell?
Uh, I would say 25 to 38.
25 to 38.
Uh huh.
25 to 38. Okay. Do you want more kids?
No.
So a woman should already have kids.
Um, I don't want a female that has kids because it's a messy subject and topic. But if she wanted one, I would give her one, just to be fair, like
You
to her,
don't
so
want a
she could.
female that got kids and you got 5 kids?
Because there's a different dynamic to men having kids and a female having kids. I had to deal with other men dealing with her because those are the fathers might be in the picture.
Why
As
are
a
women? Why,
woman,
why, why are men so delusional? Now this is a delusional moment for men. Okay, you
hmm
have 5 kids. 15,
hmm
8, 7, 4, and 3. You have young children. Now, any woman that I think you would take serious, you would want her to love on your children. You would want her to accept your children. You have young children too. And you are sitting up here saying, love on my 5 kids, but don't come with a child yourself.
I'm not saying that.
You
Anyone
say you
I
want a woman
dated,
with no kids?
yes, but anyone I date won't even meet my kids because I know what that
Oh, so you don't
brings.
want to you don't want to get married again then.
No, I want to get married again, but I
So if you
don't
get
want.
married again, the woman has to accept your kids.
It's more simpler than that, Kendra. Meaning that I don't want a female to meet my kids until they of age, like they all teenage age, even if we get married or not. because I
So
know what
how
it
you gonna
means
do
to.
Christmas? So you gonna do Christmas with your wife and then you're a separate one with your kids? You're gonna go on holidays, you're gonna go to graduations without your wife and she's gonna stay at home. Are you really thinking about this in a realistic manner? There's no way you can marry a I mean, I don't know, I'm asking. How are you gonna marry a woman and separate your five children until they're teenagers? You have a 3 year old and a 4 year old. That's 10 more years. So you're gonna be married to a woman for 10 years and she never meets your kids?
Because out of respect, I would explain to her that I don't want my kids to meet you and fall in love with you as a stepmom, and we break up and my kids are heartbroken. So I prefer that we date because I'm gonna be honest. I'm a single. I was born by a single mother, right? My mother dated several men after my dad, right? And I never seen one man in and out the house. I know she dated, but I never seen a man in and out my mom's house. So I live by the same token. I don't want my kids to fall in love with a person with a female, and then we break up and my kids are hurt. Like, daddy, where's such and such? Where did she go? That's the part you gotta think about being a parent.
I mean, but you have to think, okay, you came on here and say you don't want a twerking girl, you don't want a ratchet girl. Those things are turned off, rightfully so. So I'm assuming you want a stand up woman. And a stand
Mhm.
up woman, I can imagine her being okay because you said teenage years. Again, you have a 3 year old, a 4 year old. First of all, you have kids, life can happen. This woman, you and this woman can have plans, and one of your kids gets sick, you're gonna have to go tend to your kids. I think you're not being realistic on the type of woman you say you want and how she will have to adjust for you and your children. And then you're not being realistic of how you can be a husband to this woman, but then keep your kids truly separated. Doesn't make sense.
It does make sense because that you have to think about this, right? As a parent, woman or man, your first priority is your children. The person that
Baby,
loves you,
baby, baby,
respects you
baby,
enough.
baby. I get all that, but when you become a husband, your wife is supposed to become first. And this is where everything is unaligned because when you already have children, rightfully so, your children are most important to you. But when you become a husband, your wife is supposed to trump everything. So you are just not being realistic about the type of woman you say you want and then how you want her to act as your wife. And you are literally telling us that you will marry a woman, but she can't meet your kids until they're teenagers. You have a 3 year old and a 4 year old. So that's 10 more years. You need to really think about that in a realistic manner. How the hell could you marry someone 2 years from now and literally keep your kids separated from this woman for 8 years?
Because I've dated women before where things have got serious, and they met my kids. But when things don't work out, it's hard to tell your children as a father, well, daddy, where's such and such? Well, baby, things didn't work out, but God bless her. I hope she's having a wonderful life. Kids ask questions,
No,
and it's
Donnell,
a hard.
listen, I am here with you on the attachment to the women. So I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that is just your reality. You come with five kids. So as you are dating, like I said, you say you don't want no ratchet, you don't want a ratchet woman. Well, a classy woman is gonna think about that. That's why I said in the beginning, some women will be turned off by you having five children. Now,
Mhm.
granted, I do agree every woman shouldn't meet your kids, right? I just don't know how you can marry a woman and separate her truly from your children. So, what, you have a wedding and your kids are not invited to the wedding?
If me and her were to even get engaged to be married, of course she would meet my kids. But like I said, it still has to be a certain type of separation because you don't want a person that you don't. You know what? I've been married before, right? Like I said earlier, I didn't know this person fully 100%, and we have children, and things didn't work out. So imagine me marrying a person that's outside of their mother that things don't work out, and it could be worse. She could be
Explain to me.
angry,
Okay, so
aggressive.
explain to me Christmas. How would you do Christmas Day if you got married to somebody else?
Well, being that I'm a part-time dad, Christmas Day would probably be them with their mother, or them with me on Christmas Eve, and they with their mother on Christmas Day.
But you wouldn't want your wife to be with your kids.
Like I said, it's no. Okay. The answer is no. The answer is
Okay.
no. Unless
And,
she's like, I know in concrete who she is as a person, because people change every day.
well, I'm assuming if you married her, you would know who she is, right? Or no?
No, like I said before, I was married before. I didn't know the person I married because you don't always know. People change with the wind.
Okay, so this is why you're saying you would like a woman with no kids because you have created the plan of how your new wife will be separated from your five children.
No, the reason why I said that because I've dealt with females that had kids before by men, so it was like a weird tension or energy. Well, because I respect it as a father. If you date a man and he's around that kid, I want to meet this man, and he's not always as
So,
cordial as nice as me.
so again, we got here because you want a woman with no kids.
Right.
And I said, well, that's unfair because you have kids. And you said, well, she wouldn't know your kids. So let me ask you this question again. You want a woman with no kids, and that's your preference, correct?
Correct.
And nor do you want to have any more kids.
If I get married again, yes, one more child, one more baby.
Okay, so if you got married to your wife, then you guys obviously that would be her child. So, but your current kids wouldn't meet your new baby because your wife can't really get to know the current kids just in case she builds a bond and things don't work out. That's the plan.
We could do that. Now that you're putting it in that perspective, we could do it in baby steps, just to be fair
I
to the
think
baby and their
I,
siblings.
I'm happy you said now that I'm putting it in that perspective because what I'm trying to challenge you to do is you have not thought about this plan in a realistic manner. Now, a ratchet girl who don't give a shit who you say you don't want, you can do that all day. She don't care about you or your kids. Really, she want to have a good time. She probably don't care about your kids, so she probably isn't gonna chastise you about having a relationship. That type of woman. But you say you don't want that type of woman. So I just don't know of any woman who is that you say you desire that will be okay with this plan of a separate family, knowing that she has to accept your children. It's just not a realistic thing for a wife now. I'm not talking about a girlfriend. But if you were to go down that road of marrying someone again, I don't think you have thought about realistic how you can separate your wife from your five kids.
Like I said, Kendra, just baby steps. I thought about this many times. Like I said, baby steps. Like I don't think that as a parent you want to have any because somebody could be good for you and not good for your kids. And that's the honest to God truth.
I mean, I just think you have to understand. I mean, are you an active dad?
Absolutely, I am.
Okay, so you're
Absolutely.
an active dad. So the reality is a woman has to accept your children because she has to accept you at times choosing your children in certain ways. But listen, if you don't get it, you don't get it. I'm not. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going.
Right.
All right. So the preference is a woman with no kids. Did I ask you your three flaws already?
Yes, you did, Kendra. You
I did.
did.
Okay. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you, Donna?
Because I'm honest. I'm a God fearing man. I don't cheat. I don't even go out like that. Actually, I'm an introvert. So whenever you always know where I'm at all the time.
Okay. You don't go out like that. All right. This is Donnell. Brooklyn, or do you want her to be in New York?
Of course, Kendra.
Okay. 36, works in fine arts, five kids, doesn't really want any more kids, married once, has four children by his ex-wife, and then one child from a previous situation. And what do you do in fine arts again?
Basically, we go to celebrities' houses. We do art galleries and make sure that art is wrapped properly in crates and bubble wrap and things like that, so that they
Oh,
don't get damaged. Because yeah, they're very expensive pieces of art.
gotcha. Okay. All right, sweetheart. How could the woman reach out to you that's interested, honey?
Yeah. My same name here, Wolfstacks. That's my name on Instagram. So.
That's the name on IG.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, you keep me posted how it goes, babe.
Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate the pressure. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate
Bye.
you. Thank you so much.
No problem.